Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to show you the difference between the Stealth wheel and the Freedom wheel, because the Freedom wheel is still relatively new to the Suggie market, and in case you are planning to upgrade, just so you know what the differences are. So this is the Stealth wheel. I've had this for around a year now. They're both with X stands because I like them on the cage wall. And they're both very silent. The difference is, as you can see, there's not really much you can see on the outside of the Freedom wheel that could get dirty. Unlike the Stealth wheel, you have the bolts over there, you can see those, and to be honest, it's not really a problem. I've had the Stealth wheels for over a year, I think, and you can clean them up really good. But the Freedom wheel is also open right here. Now the Freedom wheel is just as silent as the Stealth wheel. It's just touching my toy over there, and that's why you can hear a bit of noise right now. But they're also bigger, or they seem bigger than the Stealth wheels a little bit, and they don't have this side right here. Why is that great? Because a lot of pee and poop gathers in there and on the inside as well over here. And that's pretty difficult to clean sometimes. It's not really that hard, but it could be easier. Like on the Freedom wheel, you don't have anything over here, no space where pee could gather. So I imagine that this is going to be really easy to clean up. And also it has this cover right here, so no pee goes in there. And oops, sorry guys. The Freedom wheel is also a little bit bigger, as I mentioned, and it also stands out a little bit more. It also has a shorter bolt if you want it to stand out less. I'm just right now seeing how dirty this cage is, but I plan on cleaning it up just in a couple minutes. Sorry. Anyway, it stands out a little bit more. Can you actually see this? I can't really go inside the cage right now. There you go. Let's see from over here. No, it's difficult. It stands out a couple inches more than the Stealth wheel, but if you have a big enough cage, that's not going to be a problem. If not, you can use the shorter bolt as well. If you've watched my other videos, you probably know by now that a safe wheel never has a middle bar. Both of these wheels have no middle bar, and that's great because Suggies like to jump inside of their wheel when they're running, and that way they're not going to get hurt, because sometimes they can hurt their back if they jump against the middle bar, or they can also get caught up in there because they have their flappy skin, and that can get caught up. And that is the reason why you do not want to use a wheel with a middle bar. Both of these wheels are great choices for sugar gliders. They're both made for sugar gliders. This is just the newer version of this one, and as I said, it's going to be easier to clean up, and it's also a bit bigger, which I welcome because my Suggies like to jump a lot and they have enough space in their cage, so why not? They cost pretty much the same, I believe. I haven't actually done my research on that, but I paid pretty much the same amount on the Freedom that I have paid on the Stealth before it, so I don't think that's going to be a difference. The only thing is going to be if you have the space in your cage, but that should not be a problem because if your cage is big enough for sugar gliders, it will probably be big enough for a Freedom wheel as well. Still, if you want to purchase a Stealth wheel just because it's a bit smaller, that's not going to be a problem either because they're also very good. I just prefer the newer model because it's easier to clean. I think that's about it, guys. I'm just going to show you how you can install this wonderful thing, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I look a bit bad. I'm tired and I'm not wearing any makeup, but I really wanted to show you guys how this works. So you have your Freedom wheel, and it comes with a couple bolts and spacers and washers. Then you have your stand. In my case, it's the X mount for the cage wall, and you get a couple zip ties to secure this to your cage walls, and also this little, what would you call it? I don't know, I can't really think of the name right now because I'm tired, I'm sorry, but you apply it on the inside just to close off the opening that you have where you're introducing your bolt. You have two bolts, a longer one for bigger cages, bigger doors. It just has more clearance in the back so that the Suggies, I just dropped it in my sleeve, so that the Suggies can walk behind the wheel. And then you have the shorter one for smaller cages. It still has some space, but it's not as much as it would be if you used a bigger bolt. But then again, if you have really small doors, you don't really have the option to insert the wheel inside of the cage if the door is very small. Unless, of course, it's possible that you take out the bottom drawer from the cage, and if it's open, you can put your wheel inside by using that space, and it's probably going to be bigger than a door. But anyway, let's just start. So I'm using the bigger bolt because I have the space inside of my cage. You insert it through this hole. Then you use your spacer. I'm using the longer one because I'm using the longer bolt. Add that. Keep it safe. Oh, and then you will need one Phillips screwdriver, or just, you know, a screwdriver with a cross, and pliers. Now, I'm taking my X mount. You will know which one is the front and which one is the back because it has hooks on the back, so you can hang it on the cage wall. So I'm inserting the bolt. No, actually, sorry. First you put this little, what is it called? Washer, I think. This little skinny thing right here on the spacer. Then you put this through the mount, and then you have a little nut over here to screw this on, and this is where you will need your screwdriver just to keep this secure on the inside, and your pliers to turn it around. And oops, hold the bolt in place with the screwdriver and use pliers to secure it and to tighten it. I don't think it's okay if you turn this too tight, so make sure that you don't. This is enough. A little bit more, I think. Just a tiny little bit. Good. Perfect. No sound at all. And then you put the cap, that was the name, the cap. You put the cap over here to cover the bolt. And there we go. One freedom wheel. And then you just need the zip ties to secure this to the cage bars. You hook this on the cage wall anyway, but you want to be safe, so you're going to use the zip ties that come with the freedom wheel and just secure it with them as well. You have 4 zip ties and you're going to secure 4 legs, and then you're good to go. So this is it, guys. This is the video for today. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you're considering purchasing a safe wheel for your sugar gliders. Please check out sugargliders.info for more information on sugar gliders, and feel free to ask any questions in the comments below if you have any. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this one. Subscribe to my vlogging channel if you're interested. It's Awesome Suggie Mom Vlogs. And thank you so very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!